Hey guys, it's Cabo Gary back. Well, I know it's been forever. I don't know. I have all kinds of excuses, but really, I just didn't feel like working on stuff. So I was doing other things. I was riding bikes and doing other type of work around the house and stuff, and didn't come out to the shop a whole lot. But the last video, that was kind of a downer because I said I was selling the old KW, and technically I did 3 times, I think, maybe four times, 4 people I waited on. First guy I waited 2 weeks. Second guy, or no, first guy I waited like a month and a half. Second guy I waited like 2 weeks. And yeah, then it just, this last one, the guy's a nice guy and I have nothing bad to say about the guy, but it just got stretched out, and my plans to do that mobile bike repair thing, I just made different plans, and I was selling the truck to buy a Sprinter van to do mobile bicycle repair out of. Well, instead of buying a $20,000 van, I decided I'm going to buy a $3,000-$4,000 trailer, keep the truck, just because it just got to being a hassle. Like, there's always something wrong, and this truck is a special truck, and I'm not done with big trucks. And I was thinking that, down the road I'll find a different truck and build it up, but man, for what I was selling this for, I can't replace it. And I was only selling it for a business opportunity. And then when the plans changed on the business opportunity, I'm like, why sell it? I don't need to sell it now. It doesn't cost anything sitting here, and I could get it on the road for, I bet you, $1,000, maybe less. Well, no, more than $1,000 by the time I buy batteries and stuff. But anyways, who cares about all that? The good news is I decided that it's time to get this thing back in running driving condition. So that's the next steps. I'm going to move it hopefully closer to the shop today. I bought caging bolts for the air cans, and I'm going to try to pull it with my pickup truck. But I'm out here alone, so it's going to be like pull it, get out, steer it, pull it, get out, steer it. But I want it in the shop so I could do everything on level ground. I cleaned that area in the shop to put it, so it's going to go in the shop, and the plans are there's going to probably be a video every 2 weeks on this. Things that need done to it is relocate the batteries, mount the tanks, run airlines, and hook up the drive shaft, and then the truck should be back to running and driving condition at that point. And then from there, I'm going to decide, that's where I got to spend some money, because I really want to have the frame sandblasted, so then I could get a good coat of paint on it and go from there. But this truck doesn't really need a whole lot. Everybody kept telling me it's such a big project, and 60, 80 hours, it's a nice truck on the road. It's mechanically, as far as I know at this point, pretty sound. That could change when time goes on, but we'll see. So let's take a look at it again. It's been a while since I showed the truck. So here she is. So what she is a 1998 Kenworth K100E. It does have the front setback front axle. The only thing I don't like about the truck. But this is factory length. She was what was called a coil rig truck in the oil industry. She had a big transfer case mounted in the frame in the driveline that ran some pumps that ran the coil rig unit. So she was set up heavy haul from the factory. So what she got in her, she's got a 12.7 Detroit that's factory set at 480. Supposedly it's changed to 500. I don't have paperwork on that. She's double framed all the way, front to back. Long wheelbase, I forgot what it is, but it's really long for a cabover. She's got an 18,000-pound front axle with hydraulic assist on this side, power steering plus a hydraulic assist ram. And then she's got New Way Air Ride 46,000-pound axles full lockers. Look at those big boys. So pretty sweet there. I started working on the truck. I started stripping the paint down. I didn't get too far, and then I started building the shop and stuff. So this was all painted black, and it had a different tank on it. It had a one single 150-gallon tank on it that I started to switch out to put dual tanks on it, so I could scoot them far enough forward so I could get an air tag in as well. She's only got 119,000 miles on her, but she's got some hours on her. I think she's over 10,000 hours if I remember right, because she ran that pump. Oh, and she's got an 18 speed in her. She's in pretty good shape, even though she looked rough now. Most of the roughness looks like because I started sanding it. When the frame was all black and stuff, she looked a lot better. But it had the air tanks. So what I've done so far is I've taken a generator box off of this side, where this tank is sitting on the ground next to. I took the transfer case and the pumps off of it and this big cage system off of it. The air tanks were hanging off the side on the outside of the frame, and I've since moved them in the frame. So there'll be 4 air tanks. Cross member here goes here. And then the drive shaft. I had a drive shaft made because the transfer case was sitting right here, blocking it. But this is a Texas truck, so you can see double framed and no rust jacking whatsoever. So yeah, you could still see the factory marks from when they put the transfer case in, chalked written on there. That's what a Texas truck gets you. She ran decent when I got her. She had old fuel in her, so I think she'll run better with freshened up fuel. Inside, make sure there's nothing in here. So the seats are at the place I'm working, the upholstery shop. I was going to redo them, so I brought them over there. I have some of the materials. Let me get up here. So she's got quite a few gauges. All the switches, 18 speed. She's in pretty good shape interior wise. She'd clean up. Definitely smells like a mouse got in here, unfortunately. I need to get those mattresses out. Yeah, I think that's some mouse poop. Dang it. That's recent. I guess it's better to catch it now. I was planning on doing a full interior anyway, so not gonna hold back on it. The interior actually would clean up pretty good, but it's unfortunate now that it's got a mouse smell in here. So, oh, I think I see either the hole in the roof where a cab light was supposed to be that blew off. I think it got water. I don't think it's mouse. I think it's water smell. So that needs addressed, but I have all the mounts for the fuel tanks. I have the drive shaft. I have the cross member. So I have all that. So that's my plan, is to get all that mounted up and start the truck up and drive it around again, make sure everything's still good. She's just gonna, I don't know if I'll work her again, guys. I don't know. I'd like to say that I'm gonna be able to haul again, but I just don't know if I figured out how to make money hauling. So we'll see on that. But I own land and I own antique tractors, as you guys know. I watch the channel, so if nothing else, she'll have an easy life pulling antique tractors around the shows and stuff, and we'll put her to work, and I'll just drive her around. Nothing like driving a big truck. So I'm gonna work on caging the brakes. I brought new caging bolts because the ones that were in here have been in here since '98, I guess, and I can't get them out. So I'm going to cage the brakes. Hopefully, it's been sitting a year and a half since that's functioned. So hopefully the drums aren't stuck too bad. And I'm going to see if I can pull her with my pickup truck out of this hole she kind of started to work herself into. She's not too bad yet, but she's an inch or two in the ground. She needs to get out of there before it gets any worse. So let me get these in here. For you guys that don't know, this is what's called a caging bowl. So these brakes, they lock the brakes on when there's no air pressure to them. It's kind of like their safety. So if you don't have air, which I don't have air lines hooked up, you can put these in here and then you twist them and they lock in, and then you just tighten them and it should release the brakes. So let me set you guys up so you guys can see, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, now when I tighten this, you should see this arm move, which if that's moving, then it's releasing the brakes. So let's see. This helps if you go the right direction. I'm gonna have to do it by hand. I don't have my deep socket with me. I can't find it. And looks like they haven't released. They look like they're rusted to the drums, which I was kind of expecting a little bit. Hopefully I could rock it a little bit once I get them all caged and get it to come loose. And what I'm talking about is there's pads are still against. So I think it will come when I rock it. We'll have to see though. So I'm going to cage the rest of them. You guys don't really need to watch that. And I'll be back. Okay guys, it got a little, let me just say. So you can see it was sunk down, but there's hands I couldn't get the cage them. So instead what it is, since I hair is jacked it up, and then I ran these little jack stands. They're kind of wrapped around the axle. I don't think they're moving. And extended the rear suspension. I think it's up enough, especially once this is out of the ground. That axle is going to be pretty high off. So I think now what I need to do is clear off the truck and grab my pickup truck and some and a chain and see if I could get these to break free on the back. And then if that happens, see if I could get this thing to move. Cross your fingers, guys. Oh, and I also just found something else. Yeah, wasp. Great. I don't have any wasp spray on me either. Well, that was fun. I accidentally did one thing, kind of dumb. Let it roll into the holes from the other wheels. But I think I could get it out pretty easy. I tried to use my little Ferguson over there, but with it in those holes, it wouldn't do it. I think it will once I get it to the road, and it'll be easier to move it around since I'm by myself. I need to jump out and steer and stuff. But I think I'm going to hook my truck back up to the front and try to move it to the road now. So I guess this video is a lot about just moving this truck around. So hopefully next time you see it, though, it'll be in the shop. It's the plan, and then the next video will be getting the tanks all mounted up. So let me move my truck around and see if I can move this thing. She's out of the hole! That was nuts. I think my little Ferguson will move it now, so plan is to switch to that. Just be easier getting on and adjusting steering, and I can watch stuff a little closer because I'm right there. So let me set you up, and we'll see what we could do. Well, guys, I'm calling it there for today. The next video you'll see I'll be in the shop. I'll just wait for a buddy. I can't, that thing's doesn't have enough weight to do it, and it keeps wanting to pull over one side. The differential is open on a tractor, and I can't seem to get it to steer with it, so we're just gonna call it there for today, and when I got a buddy out here, we'll pull it the rest of the way in. I'll probably get the backhoe going. The backhoe needs a fuel pump, is why I don't have it out here. But I think the backhoe is key for getting it the rest of the way in the shop. But then once it's in the shop, it should start changing pretty quick from there. So I know it's been a while. I know this is kind of like not much got done besides moving the truck, and if I had proper equipment, that would have been 20 minutes, but I don't. So you guys get to watch me struggle, and I struggled today. I did get to use a lot of my toys, which is cool with me. It's just not the most efficient thing. So I guess I better find a log or something to throw under that tire so my truck don't end up in the lake next time I come out here. But it'd be nice to have the shop was really built to build this truck. Not only that, but I wanted to build a truck, and I built the shop to fit a truck, so that's what I got. Well, thank you guys for watching. There's going to be a lot more cabover content, so please like, subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll get a shiny truck in the end out of this after all.